when I was like in school, my first job was McDonald's, and I used to like sing in the washroom, like, cause I just love to sing, so I sing every day, and I just sing. And my mum said like she used to have dreams of me. She loved watching Australian Idol. My mum used to sit down and watch it like with me when I was like not even one, and she reckons she used to have dreams of me like being on Australian Idol and like on like or being at like performing. But it's kind of, my parents were like, even my little sister is a surfer, like she's a professional surfer.
Is she?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 19.
Okay. That's cool.
Her name is Jelan, and she makes surfboards, and like that was just something she did. She just did naturally. Like she just loved to go into the water and surf, and I just loved to sing. And my parents just said, yeah, like if you just do it, like you might as well just do it as a job. Do it all the way, you know?
Yeah.
If you just have fun doing it. And so I sing every day, but now I get paid.
You have a relationship with Matt Corby?
Yeah.
Or did I imagine that?
No, that's real.
Okay, so what? Tell me things.
I opened for him when I was like 15.
Really? Okay, so how did that happen?
Through a mutual friend named Robbie Miller. In high school, they have a program for Indigenous students called AIM.
Yep.
And Robbie, he was a mentor, but he also like he's an artist that like I think he won Triple J Unearthed.
Cool.
He just called me one day and said, "Oh, do you want to open for Matt Corby? Matt's gonna do a gig in Brisbane," and it was like a little acoustic gig, and he just played the piano and sang. It was amazing. But when I played, I was a very shy kid. I'm getting used to like talking more and more. I went in and I said hey to everyone, and I just sat in the corner of the green room and like didn't talk. I just sat with my guitar and then went out and sang when it was time. And he just came up to me after and was like, yeah, that was really good. We should write some songs together. In lockdown, he lives like 20 minutes from me. We were in the zone where we could like travel.
Yeah.
And my dad would drop me off at his house, and we'd spent a lockdown writing songs. And
so he kind of guided you, I guess.
He kind of he was someone like, it was so good to have him.
Like a mentor, really.
Like a mentor, and like so early in my career too. Awesome guy. Like I love Matt so much, and I'm so like grateful to like have him in my life.
Yeah. Okay, so I know everyone probably asks you, but I am curious about your Ed Sheeran story. My Ed
Sheeran story?
Yeah.
That is one where I really don't know how that happened. They said, I got a call, Budjerah, do you want to write a verse for this single? And I said, of course.
Yeah.
And then the next day I wrote it and recorded it and sent it off. And that's how that's fully how it happened. I just got a call like, do you want to do it? And I said, yep. I called my cousins and I said like, do you want to go on tour? Like I'm going on tour. I can't like tell you too much about what it is, but I am going on tour next year and I need a band. And
that's the best. And that is so fun.
We just showed up and just like, it didn't look real. Like it was like, we were all just like, what is this? This is a stadium. This is the stage that, you know, Ed Sheeran's been touring on for the last year, and we're like standing on it, and he's got like the big halo that comes up and down and fire, and
so fun.
It's just like it's like a movie.
Give me your you're wearing your Tiffany jewelry and.
I just like kind of look like if you go to like a general like a shop like I don't know Kmart, all the models on the pictures look real happy. Yeah. But all the ones in like Gucci look grumpy. So I just try to look like I'm grumpy and not happy that I'm wearing, even though like it is like a happy thing. I have no reason to be grumpy, but I guess the jewels make me grumpy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's really good. So what's it been like working as an Australian musician in the Australian music industry?
It's like strangely tough for Australian musicians in Australia. We're so far from the rest of the world, like 14-hour flights to get to the US and like to Europe. There's not a lot of like opportunities for like touring as much because it's so spread out. Unless you do like a rural tour but all the shows are quite small as well because there's not as many people.
Yeah.
Whereas in America and Europe, you know, you can like drive around for like 2 months and go to hundreds of cities.
Yeah.
But like, you know, there's things like support act, like people, they're just like, okay, we're here for Australian artists and like local acts, and because we definitely have like talent and, you know, people that, you know, work so hard, and especially in COVID, they made such a big difference for a lot of people with touring and like projects like this, and like it's good to hear those stories too.
So what do you do to look after your own mental health?
I've always been quite an emotional person, ever since I was little, like shy and quiet, and I just like, I feel a lot, and I think a lot of artists are similar. Well, definitely having my family there is a big thing. They always like keep me in check, make sure I don't get big head or nothing. Surfing when I can, like I like the water. The water like kind of refreshes my mind, and that's kind of like if my physical health is good, I find that that's a big connection to my mental health.
Yeah.
My dad, like from doing security, he like dealt with, because he had to do late nights, and didn't get home till like early in the morning. From doing like security at like clubs and stuff, so
hard.
He'd get home at like 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes and sleep all day, and then he'd be, you know, working all night. So he had to like, he'd end up getting a lot of stress from that.
Yeah.
And watching him go through that and coming through it, you know, surfing was something that, like being active and eating right was something that helped him overcome, you know, that anxiety and stuff. So I kind of like learnt from watching my dad having to deal with that. And now like he runs a non-for-profit organisation with my mum that, you know, work with Indigenous kids to promote, you know, physical health and mental health, like being good through surfing, because that was like his story.
That's so
cool. I kind of like I learned from that, like first-hand experience in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.